Welcome to it. Welcome back to Pretoria. It is the Pick and Pay Gold Cup, of course, in partnership with SA Rugby. We are right here in Pretoria. It is the Naka Bulls home ground. Of course, the team that was smiling from ear to ear last week as they beat Safgul United with a 66-8 point scoreline. Smiling from ear to ear. Just a reminder, they are the defending champions and they're doing brilliantly this season. A different opponent this afternoon. They are taking on Trichardt, the lads that have traveled all the way from Limpopo, ensuring that they want to book their spot in the next round of this competition. This afternoon it is the round of 16, the quarterfinal stage, and we know the business end of this tournament is upon us. Both teams fighting for a spot in the semi-finals of the special competition, the Pick and Pay Gold Cup, the 2025 edition. Remember, we are also celebrating 150 years of club rugby in this country as we see Trichardt taking on to the field. Having a look at that forward pack, we've got the man in the number 1 jersey, we've got David, we've got Werner, we've got Lindo. That will be the forward pack that will want to assert their dominance this afternoon. In terms of that lock pairing, now the Gamma, they'll be vital in terms of just supporting that forward pack as well. Moving on to Fori, the Scrummy, he'll be vital for the squad, as we know that the Scrummy and combining with the fly half is an important position as well. We've got Vermeulen wearing that number 10 jersey. In terms of number 15, we've got Ali, we've got Eugene as well in that back line. They'll be vital players as well. And of course, on the wing, the man in the number 11 jersey, Mnisi. Vital players that will challenge this Naka Bulls outfit as well. In terms of the home team, the Naka Bulls out here in Pretoria. If you are from this area, we call them the Naka Bulle. The gents that are always smiling from ear to ear. They are the defending, reigning champions that are playing on their home ground this afternoon. Looking at that forward pack, we've got Roan, we've got Christoph, we've got Christu as well. Beside notes, they'll be vital for the squad. We saw how they were able to assert their dominance as well early on in the encounter last week. They'll be hoping for more of the same, that lock pairing. Van der Westhuizen, Bosso, Venter, Potgieter, Hart, the man who was so pivotal last week, scoring a try, controlling the game. Graf was phenomenal off the kicking tee as well for this Naka Bulls outfit. Quarterfinal stage, it is the Pick and Pay Gold Cup. Of course, in terms of the commentary this afternoon, my name is Aaron Lizwi Masemola, but I'm not alone. I've got Amahle Ratebe that will be joining me in commentary this afternoon as we bring you club rugby, celebrating 150 years of club rugby in South Africa. When I look at club rugby, to me club rugby is the heartbeat of South African rugby. Some players that always put their hearts on the line, playing every single Saturday, giving their all, as we see the kickoff in this particular encounter. Of course, the home team, the Naka Bulle, securing that ball from their kickoff. Great fast ball movement as well from the Naka Bulls, running straight into contact, not being shy at all. Hart spreading that ball with confidence, taking their time at ruck time. Hart spreading that ball. They lock pairing. Strong carry there from Van der Westhuizen. Being so patient. Graf, great offload there. Is this the first try? Trichardt being smart about this one. You always use that touch line as your 16th man, especially when they're so close to that try line. Big moments here as we see the first line-out opportunity in this big game. Round number 16 of the Pick and Pay Gold Cup. Poorly executed line-out here. Seeing that penalty going the way of Louis Trichardt. Naka Bulls will be a little bit disappointed in that. As we see a nice and easy, simple kick into touch. This is the perfect moment here for me to bring in Amahle in terms of our commentary team. Amahle, how are you doing this afternoon? Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to your commentary this afternoon.
Hello, Aaron. Thank you for having me. Shout out to GNS Global Sports for the opportunity. We're here today live at Naka Bulle, and it's Louis Trichardt taking on the defending champions Naka Bulle. And then now, beautiful line out by Louis Trichardt. And now it's the scrum off now, and he looks to kick to the back, and there's no one covering there. Kicks it directly into touch, and they will go back into their own half.
The one thing that I'm seeing about this game, Amahle, is the fact that we talk about set pieces. Lineouts will be a vital part. As we see this first lineout opportunity here for the Naka Bulls. Great execution.
Great defense there by Louis Trichardt, bringing down the Naka Bull mole. And now Bull is out looking for options. It's the big lock forward. Nice big hit there, nice big strong carry by the lock forward from Naka Bulle. And now it's Trichardt looking for options. Hansi Graf, space on the outside, and it's the full back there. What does he do? Sean go through the space. He's going options on the outside. What does he do? No, he's brought down.
Great running ball here from the Naka Bulls, spreading that ball with confidence, using fast running rugby. Louis Trichardt scrambling at the moment in defense. Graf, great offload there, same position as earlier. Can they convert this opportunity? Taking their time at ruck time is hard. Using their big men, looking to bully their way to the try line here. Big moments, meter after meter, moving closer. Hart taking his time, feeling the pressure. Louis Trichardt under massive pressure here. There it is! The first try of the game. Naka Bulls securing that try. Ensuring that they remind Louis Trichardt, who's actually in control here. Same running rugby that we saw last week.
Yeah, beautiful try there by Naka Bulle, just going through the phases, ball to hand, nice strong carries by the forwards, and then they dot over the line for the 7 points. Sorry, for the 5 points.
Graf, the man who will be looking to add 2 more points to their tally. Just a reminder, we are 4 minutes into this encounter. Looking for the conversion. Unfortunately, so close, but yet so far. Graf hitting the upright, but all is well. There's a lot of time for him to add more points to their tally. Naka Bulls moving up to 5 points after just 4 minutes. Louis Trichardt still searching for their first points in this particular encounter. Amahle, great running rugby we're seeing from the Naka Bulls. Just the ability to go from defense, transition so quickly, and move into offense as well.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful by Naka. Letting the ball do the work, just playing the hands, seeing the space on the outside, and they were rewarded for that.
As we see the restart here. Great take here by the Naka Bulls. Van der Westhuizen.
Now they look to exit with the boots of that man, Jack Hart. Beautiful kick, beautiful touch finder by Jack Hart.
Hart finding touch there. We spoke about lineouts, Amahle, being such a vital part of the game.
Yes, definitely, Aaron. Naka Bulle look to be clinical here today with the lineouts. Options now, what will they do? Will they go for the lineout and rolling mole, or are they going to play straight to their back line?
Third lineout opportunity here for Louis Trichardt. Solid execution, nice and fast. Unfortunately, that ball not going to hand here for Louis Trichardt. Finding themselves in trouble a little bit, looking for the easy exit. Unfortunately not. Naka Bull securing the ball. Quick running feed here. Fantastic tackle there by Louis Trichardt. Looking for the turnover ball here. Louis Trichardt. Game looking a little bit scrappy at the moment. Louis Trichardt applying pressure. Naka Bulls. Yes, you might be playing at home, but Louis Trichardt, the men from Limpopo, are here to play some great, fast-running rugby. And at any given point, Amahle, they will apply the pressure.
Yes, definitely. They have to now, already trailing 5 points behind. Naka Bulls drawing first blood. Questions have been asked of Trichardt, and now they have to answer.
Naka Bulls, nice and easy touch finder. The one thing about this broadcast is that it's brought to you live. We have to first and foremost highlight some of the sponsors that are involved in bringing you this amazing product. Sim Control, our data sponsor, G Sportswear, helping us in terms of our sports clothing, as well as ID Consulting. They're sponsoring us in terms of our IT consulting solutions as well. As we see the second line-out opportunity here by the Naka Bulls. Solid execution, that perfect jumper. They're number 7 securing that ball so nicely. Great rolling maul action here. That rolling maul gaining some momentum, looking solid. Penalty going the way of the Naka Bulls. In terms of execution here, 2 out of 2. Line outs here for the Naka Bulls.
Yeah, the Naka Bulle has been brilliant in the line out, and they have another option here. Looks like they will go for touch and hopefully find touch and go for the rolling maul and get that 5 points.
You talk about the rolling maul there. The one thing that I can tell you is that we've just seen it about a minute ago. That maul and that forward pack, just the way that it's being used by the Naka Bulls, has been working quite nicely. We're seeing the third line-out opportunity here. Solid execution. Van der Westhuizen securing that ball. We spoke about the maul. Here it comes. Louis Trichardt not shying away from the physicality of this game as well. Pushing back, not allowing that maul to gain that momentum. The ball perfectly positioned at the back of the maul. Naka Bulls moving with confidence, gaining meter after meter. Advantage play here for the Naka Bulls. There it is. Second try of the game for the Naka Bulls. Big moments here. Naka Bulls, reigning, defending champions, asserting their dominance in this encounter. Amahle, if Louis Trichardt doesn't show up now, it might be a long afternoon.
Yeah, slowly but surely, the score is ticking away. Naka Bulle just using the big boys to bully Louis Trichardt up front, and they get over the line. Full 5 points, and now for the extra 2.
Big opportunity here for Graf. Remember that first conversion opportunity, hit the upright. Solid execution. Graf moving their tally to 12 points. 9 minutes into this encounter, Naka Bulls find themselves on 12 points. Louis Trichardt, unfortunately, searching, looking still for their first points in this encounter. It is round of 16, pardon me. The quarterfinals of the Pick and Pay Gold Cup. Both these teams fighting for an opportunity to move on to the semi-finals. As we see a quick restart here. Gathered by the Naka Bulls. Hart spreading that ball with confidence. Great running rugby here. OJ looking for the quick step. Looking to run all the way through. There it is. They're scrummy. Hart ensuring that he gets their third try of the game. It's raining tries, Amahle. How do we stop them?
Yeah,
No
Naka
stopping
Bulle.
the Naka Bulls this afternoon.
They're just too good. Forwards are dominant. Backline too fast, too quick, as we just saw there by the winger Onye Osuonko. Beautiful step, and then passing it to his inside man Jack Hart, and he's over for the try.
Jack Hart, he's had an absolutely phenomenal afternoon so far. The first 10 minutes of this game being one of the vital players that are really controlling the tempo of the game as well. I'll take you back to last week. He had an absolute blinder, possibly looking for yet another man of the match performance here. As we look at Graf, looking to add 2 more points. Unfortunately, missing out on that one. But all is well for the Naka Bulls. They're smiling from ear to ear. 11 minutes into this encounter, Naka Bulls, the Naka Bulle, they're on 17 points. Louis Trichardt. Some would say they're in trouble a little bit, Amahle. They haven't scored a single point yet in this encounter.
Yeah, I think it's just not going to play in for Louis Trichardt. They're trailing now by 17 points. Nice taking beautifully by Xavier Hammond. Nice, beautiful carry, strong on his feet. Makes vital meters for Naka. Now on the 50, strong carry by that man, Xavier Human. And now it's Trichardt, the scrum half, looking for space on the outside. Oh, big hit there, big hit. But it's the fullback, Ethan Williams, through the space. Inside ball, does he have pace? Yes, he will. He'll go all the way. Yes, it's a try, beautiful try, over the line. And Naka Bulle, dot down again. Beautiful rugby.
Hard securing the fourth try of the game. Absolutely beautiful, fast-running rugby. Amahle, you mentioned it earlier. You spoke about the combination of the forward pack. They bring the physicality, but this back line, they definitely have the pace, and you can see it all around. Hart being the heartbeat of that back line, securing 2 tries just 12 minutes in. My question to you is, can we see more tries? Possibly a hat-trick from Hart.
Yes, definitely. He's been phenomenal today, scoring his second try. Just too quick and too fast for Louis Trichardt.
Graf adding 2 more points in terms of his kicking stats this afternoon. He's currently 2 from 4. Not too bad, 50% conversion rate. But in terms of what we're seeing on our screens at the moment, it is the Naka Bulls. They find themselves now on 24 points after 13 minutes in this encounter. Louis Trichardt truly feeling the pressure. If something doesn't change now, it's about to be a very long afternoon. Might also be a long trip back. Remember, they're all the way from Limpopo. As we see a quick restart here. Louis Trichardt knocking that ball back, looking to secure the ball. Great offloads here, running straight into contact. They big man looking for that physicality. Will this ball be held up? Held up at the moment. Naka Bulls looking for the turnover ball. They also secure the penalty there. Big moments here. Louis Trichardt looking to fight back. But unfortunately, the small moments in this game not necessarily going according to plan. We are seeing the first scrum of this game. These are the moments where the big boys, that forward pack, the big lads, they get quite excited. These are the moments that they train for all week. These are the moments where they get to show off their muscles, their skills, and assert their dominance. The big question is, which team will have the momentum in the first scrum of this game? Of course, it is a Naka Bulls scrum. Hart with ball in hand as well. Taking their time, referee just reminding the lads of where the mark is. Big moment here for men like Roan Christu, beside a note of the Naka Bulls. As we see a quick feed here. That ball nicely positioned at the back of that scrum. Graf spreading that ball with confidence. Fast running feet yet again, looking for the offload. OJ yet again, quick feet. Gaining a few meters here are the Naka Bulls. Hard spreading that ball, looking for options. Graf, solid offload. Running into space here. Louis Trichardt scrambling a little bit in defense. Quick feed, number 15, Naka Bulls. Ethan Williams. He's definitely eyeing the try line as well. Great carry here. Venter, hard spreading that ball. Christoph, looking for the quick ball here. Louis Trichardt defense being tested. As we look at the referee taking control of this game. Seems like that penalty, Amahle, going to the Naka Bulls.
Yes, looks like the referee will call it back for a penalty for Naka Bulle. Just a few soft shoulders by Louis Trichardt and a few missed tackles.
Referee taking control of the game. We know that the man with the whistle in hand always has an extra touch of pressure. Hard securing an easy touch finder here. Line out opportunity here for Louis Trichardt. Their fourth line out. Solid execution here. They've been looking good at line out time. Hard spreading that ball to OJ. That big man, Christoph. Is that a penalty? Referee consulting his touchline referee as well. It's always good to see the referees consulting each other, ensuring that the best decision is made. Penalty going the way of Louis Trichardt. Amahle, they'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Naka Bulls were looking good to score their 5th try of this encounter.
Yeah, beautiful defense there by Louis Trichardt, just going over that ball and forcing the turnover.
Nice and easy exit here by Louis Trichardt. We're seeing the 4th line out for Louis Trichardt. Referee ensuring that the lads are 10 meters back as we see the 4th line out opportunity here for Louis Trichardt. Nice and easy execution. Louis Trichardt spreading that ball, looking to run the ball out of their territory, relying on their big men. Naka Bulls asking questions, possibly looking for that turnover ball. Louis Trichardt still with ball in hand, still trusting the game plan, running the ball out of their territory. Big hit! What a hit! Louis Trichardt have brought their big men and most certainly executing some big hits this afternoon. Lindo, Zaza, what a hit! Great running free here by Louis Trichardt. Looking to run into space is their winger, the man with the number 11 on the back. Big moments here. Louis Trichardt trying to win back the momentum in this game. Spreading that ball. Lindo, Zaza, the man who had that big hit earlier. The Bulls will treat him with a little bit of caution going forward. Asking questions. Louis Trichardt building momentum, gaining meter after meter. Referee calling them back. That penalty going the way of Louis Trichardt. Amahle, what a big hit we saw earlier on there, about a minute ago. Lindo.
Yeah, what a hit that was. Beautiful to see from Louis Trichardt. Finally playing ball to hand, letting the big boys do the work. Beautiful rugby to see.
Great rugby at the moment. When you talk about club rugby, the one thing that I love is always the physicality that's on display, because these lads are not afraid to put down the shoulder and go for those big hits, and that's important. As I talk about that big hit from earlier, unfortunately ill discipline costing the Naka Bulls here. Louis Trichardt, they'll be looking to use this yellow card that has been given to Graaf here. They've got an extra man on the park at the moment. Can they use that advantage to score tries? Remember, they are trailing 24-0. Louis Trichardt looking to execute a quick and easy feed there. Naka Bulls, they've got the ball. Out spreading that ball. Lindo pushing him back from Louis Trichardt. Turnover ball here for Louis Trichardt.
That's exactly what Louis Trichardt needs. The big boys to do the work, to make the big hit.
Louis Trichardt running straight into contact. Offload not going according to plan there, but Louis Trichardt picking up the scraps. They're building some momentum here, looking for some big, strong carries.
Beautiful to see from Louis Trichardt. The big boys just doing the work, going through the phases. And now they look to go to the back line. It's the number one. Big hit there. Nice, strong carry.
Bouncing the man, they call it. Solid hit. Louis Trichardt looking good, using their physicality, trying to muscle their way through this Naka Bulls defense. Quick chip and chase here. Ethan Williams securing for the Naka Bulls. Quick running feet here. Looking for an easy exit here, not finding touch. Louis Trichardt securing the ball there. Their number 14 looking to use his fast running feet here. Here it is. Big moment. Look at the way that try was scored. What a moment here. Louis Trichardt coming back into this game. Eugene smiling from ear to ear, securing the first try for Louis Trichardt. Amatle, we spoke about it. We said that once the momentum shifts, Louis Trichardt can definitely give the Naka Bulls a little bit of trouble. It took them about 21 minutes to get back into this encounter, but Louis Trichardt truly showing us what they can do when given the opportunity.
Yes, definitely. Louis Trichardt now settled into the game, now playing their phases and playing their big boys, and they were rewarded there with 5 points, and now for the extra 2.
2 points being added. Vermeulen ensuring that they move up to 7 points. We're 22 minutes in, pardon me. Naka Bulls, they still cruising nicely, but they will be cautiously confident at this point in time, even though they have 24 points on the board. Louis Trichardt slowly but surely making their way back into this encounter. In terms of that first stanza of play, the first 20 minutes of the game, the one thing that I've noticed is that the Naka Bulls are a team that play quite quick, using the combination between their forward pack and their running backs to get tries early on in this encounter. The question that we can ask about this Naka Bulls team is, can they keep up this momentum? Because Louis Trichardt is truly fighting back, trying to claw their way back into this encounter, Mahle.
Yes, definitely. Louis Trichardt putting up a good fight here. It's going to be a real test for Naka Bulle. Will they be able to keep up the momentum and keep on pounding on that scoreboard, or will Louis Trichardt make a comeback here?
You talk about the scoreboard there. I'll remind you that last week, right here at this very stadium, it was the Naka Bulls that were able to beat Safkwal United with a big scoreline of 66 points to just 8 points. So if you give the Naka Bulls an opportunity, they'll definitely score a lot of tries, as we've seen early on in this encounter. In terms of some of the star players, Amatle, that we have seen, the man with the ball in hand at the moment, Hart, he's been vital in terms of key decision making, taking his time at ruck time, looking to make the right decisions. The one thing that I like about him is sometimes we look for fast running rugby, but he also has this magical ability just to slow the game down and just to win them the advantage in the right areas. As we see a quick restart here, scrappy, but advantage being given to Louis Trichardt. Spreading that ball with confidence. Hart, we just spoke about him securing that ball for the Naka Bulls, as we see the dummy there. Not finding touch here. Louis Trichardt. Big hit yet again. Whoa, what a hit. Louis Trichardt showing up big time. One for the highlight reels. Louis Trichardt still with ball in hand, building their phases.
The big boys from Louis Trichardt just showing their dominance here with big hits. These boys are definitely from Limpopo.
Louis Trichardt still with ball in hand. A quick grabber here. Not going according to plan. Referee will call them back for that penalty. Quick tap and run here by Louis Trichardt. Hey, moving the man out his way. Still with ball in hand. Spreading that ball with confidence. Being pushed back. Naka Bulls reminding them that, hey, you might have the big hits at the moment, but this is our home ground. Great rolling momentum here for Louis Trichardt. There's Scrummy Farid taking his time there. Solid offload here. Lindo Dada. Big moment here for Louis Trichardt. Unfortunately, that ball not going to hand. Picking up the scraps. They still have the ball. Gaining meter after meter is Louis Trichardt. Looking good, asking the right questions. The dummy there working so well. Big moments here for Ree. Spreading that ball. Werner. Strong carry there. Interception there by the Naka Bulls. However, that penalty being given to Louis Trichardt. Amatli, we talk about it so often in these games. We say big games require big players. But this afternoon, Louis Trichardt have bought the big hits as well.
Yes, definitely, Aaron. The big boys from Louis Trichardt showing their dominance here. The likes of Alfonso Mavara, the inside center, making a few big hits, as well as Lindo Dladla, the loose head probe, just showing their presence here today.
They've shown up big time. Remember, these lads have traveled all the way from Limpopo. So they'll want to make sure that this one counts. Remember, they're also fighting for a spot in the semi-finals of this Pick and Pay Gold Cup. A tournament that's celebrating 150 years of club rugby. How beautiful for us to see club rugby on display this afternoon. As we see the first scrum here for Louis Trichardt. An opportunity for a player like Lindo Dladla to assert his dominance at scrum time here. Fortunately, referee asking that scrum to just reset. The one thing that I've noticed about this encounter, Amahle, is that there haven't been a lot of scrums. So if you're a team that was relying on your forward pack, especially at scrum time, both teams haven't gotten a lot of opportunities, which is perfectly fine. But in terms of the forward pack still doing their job, we have seen a lot of that, especially from Louis Trichardt. Scrum opportunity here for Louis Trichardt. Their first scrum of this encounter. Big moment here. David, Werner, Lindo.
Scrum collapsing there from Louis Trichardt, and a penalty going the way of Naka Bulle.
These are the moments that could be the turning point for this encounter. We do have about 12 minutes left on the clock in this first half. Nice and easy touch finder. Not finding touch, pardon me. Oh, another big hit. OJ is saying, I'm adding my name to the highlight reel for the Naka Bulls. Louis Trichardt with ball in hand here. Big hits all around this afternoon. Faris spreading that ball for Louis Trichardt. Referee calling them back. Amash, I think that highlight reel for this game will be quite entertaining with all of these big hits.
Yes, definitely some big hits today on the field. The boys definitely came to play some rugby.
Besides the fact that OJ, the man who dons the number 14 jersey for the Naka Bulls, we saw him score a try last week. Quick running feet on the wing. This man can also deliver a few big hits. Clearly, he's been spending some time with that bag, running straight into it midweek, showing off those skills this afternoon.
Yes, definitely a very strong lad. Very good on his feet. Has a good step as well, and has an eye for the line.
Unfortunately, we spoke about discipline being one of the things that could cost this Naka Bulls outfit. Remember Graf, they fly out. He's out with a yellow card. As we see the restart in play here. Ethan Williams with ball in hand. Nice easy exit, ensuring that they run the ball out of their territory. Discipline costing the Naka Bulls this afternoon. Looking at that score line, after 30 minutes into this encounter, it is the Naka Bulls. They still have 24 points on the board. Louis Trichardt They're on 7 points, looking for a try here. They'll be looking to make this line out count. Unfortunately, poorly executed. Louis Trichardt got excited there for a moment. Thought that they'd broken through that defense. Referee calling them back, saying slow down, don't get too excited, Amahle.
Yeah, just misfortune there by Louis Trichardt in the line out. Just a skew throw.
Set pieces, such a big, vital part of the game. That was their 5th line out, unfortunately poorly executed. But they've got tons of time to fix those mistakes as we see the second scrum of the game for the Naka Bulls. Remember, their first scrum was executed beautifully. Hart with ball in hand, looking for the quick feed. Solid scrum here. Louis Trichardt popping up at the top there. Hart looking to run the ball there. Looking for that offload. The man who scored the first try of the game. There it is. Another try. Naka Bulls asserting their dominance in this encounter. JJ handling his business this afternoon. This man on the left wing can't be stopped. Looking so good.
Yeah, nice, beautiful try by Naka. Just playing beautiful hands there, nice soft hands. And it's the scrum off there, Jack Hart spotting the space on the outside, and then he gave it to his winger there, JJ Mutlori, and he's over the line.
Graf looking to add 2 more points. Great execution of that conversion. 32 minutes into this encounter. Naka Bulls moving up to 31 points. Louis Trichardt. They've scored 1 try in this game, 1 conversion as well. They're on 7 points. 8 minutes left in this encounter. Amahle, can Louis Trichardt possibly come back, maybe scoring 1 try? We know that they have the potential. They've shown it earlier. They've had a few moments of brilliance. They'll be looking for at least a try to end off this first half. Great take here by the Naka Bulls. Solid offload there. Louis Trichardt applying the pressure. Not shying away, playing a very high defensive line here. Naka Bulls looking to run the ball out of their territory. Taking their time there is Hart. Looking for the box kick. Unfortunately, that ball going into touch there. Naka Bulls were looking for that touch finder. Krier, Zandre, not being able to keep that ball in for the Naka Bulls. Line out number 6 here for Louis Trichardt. Can we see better execution here? These are the set pieces that actually count. Going for the deep line out. Solid execution. Spreading that ball with confidence. Yet another solid hit. Fortunately, they'll have to come back for that one. That ball not finding touch here. 5 minutes left in this encounter. Reminder, it is the quarterfinals of the Pick and Pay Gold Cup. Great tournament here on display by SA Rugby. We love club rugby because it is the grassroots where South African rugby talent is developed. Global Sport Network bringing you live sports every single weekend. One thing I love about this platform is that we get to show you the young talent in this country. Get to show you the clubs that are doing big things in terms of rugby. And it's always an opportunity for some of the lads to pick up their hands and say, whoever the scout might be that's in the crowd, I want to play at a professional level. for some of the older lads. They love the game, so they still apply their trades. Of course, we know club rugby, there are so many stories that we hear. People working during the week, after work, going to training. Saturday they're playing as well. Absolutely beautiful to see the passion and those that love the game, and we love bringing it to you as well. Lineup number 7 here for Louis Trichardt as well. Big moments here. Poorly executed here. Wasted opportunity. Graaf looking to clear that ball. That man who scored that first try for Louis Trichardt gathers the ball, spreads it nicely, applying the pressure. Advantage going the way of Louis Trichardt. Louis Trichardt still with ball in hand, gaining meter after meter, looking to hold on to that ball. Fourie spreading that ball. Quick chip and run here. Louis Trichardt applying pressure. Naka Bulle scrambling. There it is! Taking advantage of that pressure that they applied. Louis Trichardt. Their second try of the game. We spoke about it, Amashle. We said 8 minutes left in this encounter. Can Louis Trichardt at least make that scoreline a little bit more respectable as we head into halftime? They replied with a big yes, showing up big time, taking advantage of the moment there. Vermeulen ensuring that he gets that try as well.
Yes, definitely, Aaron. Louis Trichardt slowly crawling back into this game. Just unfortunate miscommunication there by Naka at the back. And Louis Trichardt capitalized on that.
Big moment here. Can they add 2 more points to their tally? Fourie taking his time. Absolutely brilliant. Big moments require big players. Louis Trichardt making their way back into this encounter. 3 minutes left in this first half. Naka Bulls, they're smiling from ear to ear. Even though 2 late tries have been conceded by them, they find themselves on 31 points. Louis Trichardt slowly but surely fighting their way back into this encounter. They're on 14 points. 2 minutes left. Louis Trichardt will be looking to hold on to this momentum, looking to ensure that they don't make any defensive mistakes. Looking to hit the ball back. There was Louis Trichardt. Unfortunately, that move not going according to plan, but they secure the penalty. Quick tap and run here. Louis Trichardt on the move. That looked like a high tackle there. I'm not sure if referee will make a decision about that one. Louis Trichardt spreading that ball there with forward pass there. Referee being spot on in terms of that forward pass. Questions being asked by the Louis Trichardt bench. They're asking, wasn't there a high tackle there, Amahle? What are you saying? Was that a high tackle? We saw an arm being flared there at the moment. Referee didn't make a call about it. I suppose he has the final say.
Yes, definitely. The ref has the final say.
Scrum opportunity here for the Naka Bulls. Louis Trichardt with 1 minute left on the clock. They'll be looking to be solid in defense here. They'll be looking for a big scrum. Close this first half off on a good note, as we see the quick feed here by Hart. Taking his time at the back of the scrum, spreading that ball to their 12th man. Graaf spreading that ball beautifully. Ethan Williams throwing it off to JJ. Is this it? The hat trick. Oh man, what a guy, scoring a hat trick in the first half. JJ handling his business this afternoon. Graaf not wasting time, adding the 2 points as well. Amahle, JJ means business this afternoon. Quick hat trick in the first half, reminding us why They are the reigning, defending champions. You can't give them an opportunity.
Yeah, definitely JJ Mutlori. What a brilliant player. Too fast and too quick. Louis Trichardt just sleeping there on the outside, and JJ Mutlori using the opportunity and going through the space and dotting over on the line.
One or two concerning moments as well for Louis Trichardt. They scored that try. There was about 3 minutes left on the clock, and in those moments, you expect the team to just relax a little bit, ensure that they can control the game and move on to half-time. As we see a great take here by the Naka Bulls, advantage being given to the Naka Bulls. Penalty being given to the Naka Bulls. Hart, the man with ball in hand. Seeing an injury at the moment on the park. Remember, this is the Pick and Pay Gold Cup brought to you by SA Rugby. We are celebrating 150 years of club rugby in this country. When you look at this round of 16, the quarterfinal stage, we still have 6 teams that have won this competition in the past. So the action comes to you thick and fast, bringing you only the best in club rugby. Of course, it's a special broadcast by the Global Sport Network, bringing you live sports every single weekend. You can catch the action live right here with us. In terms of the action, so close to halftime, Louis Trichardt fighting their way back in this first half. They've scored 14 points, but the Naka Bulls, they're cruising nicely. They find themselves on 38 points as we're about to close off this first half. Art with ball in hand, looking for a nice and easy touch finder. One thing that we've seen in this game is the fact that the Naka Bulls have been much better in terms of executing their lineouts, as you saw right there. They're taking their time here. Hart spreading that ball to their 8th man, running straight into contact there. Spreading that ball to JJ, the man who already has a hat-trick, asking questions yet again. JJ not allowing Louis Trichardt to relax, not even for a second. The moment you give this man the ball, he uses his fast running feet. Maybe, Amahle, possibly, this man could get 4 tries or more this afternoon.
Yeah, very clinical, JJ Mutlori. You don't give that man space. If you give him space, he will punish you all day long.
We spoke about discipline. The Naka Bulls, they had a yellow card of their own. Yellow card being shown here to Louis Trichardt. Naka Bulls have truly controlled this game from start to finish. Even when the momentum was slipping away, they just found a way to pull it back in their favor. At about 30 minutes into this encounter, it was Louis Trichardt that was truly struggling. They then scored a try. However, the Naka Bulls were able to reply immediately through JJ, the man with the number 11 on his back, as we see a great execution there of that line-out ball. They're looking for that rolling maul that we know that they can execute. Are the Naka Bulls, that ball being positioned so beautifully at the back of that rolling maul as they look to gain meter after meter. You can see how that ball is being shared there at the back. Side entry there by Louis Trichardt. That's not allowed. Louis Trichardt, ill-disciplined yet again. Discipline will cost you. Naka Bulls giving us an exhibition as to how you should execute the rolling maul from a line-out, Amahle.
Yeah, definitely. Naka Bulle has been phenomenal. They've been clinical on their set piece. Unfortunately, not the same can be said for Louis Trichardt. They've struggled with their lineouts, they've struggled with their scrums, just not clinical on their set piece.
Nice and easy touch finder there by Hart. The one thing that you notice about that moment is the fact that the intention is clear from the Naka Bulls. That's a moment where most teams would say it's a simple 3 points and go for the penalty. Naka Bulls being very intentional, saying that we know that we're strong when it comes to the rolling maul. We know that we've been better in terms of our execution of the lineouts, and we are looking for the try. As we see solid execution of that lineout right there, that rolling maul, rolling and rolling and rolling. Will we see a try here? There it is. From my lips to it being executed right here on the field of play. Naka Bulls using the lineout as a weapon, then executing that rolling maul so beautifully as they add 5 more points to their tally. Louis Trichardt are truly in trouble in this game.
Yeah, definitely it's going to be all to fight for in the second half, with Naka taking the lead in the first half, 43 points to 14. Dominant performance by Naka, the forwards doing most of the work and then spreading the ball to that back line, and just too fast and too quick.
Graf looking to add 2 more points. Yes, sir. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Graf, yes, ill-disciplined a little bit earlier, getting that yellow card, but he reminds us of his quality when it comes to the kicking team. It is halftime right here in Pretoria. Quarterfinals between the Naka Bulls as well as Louis Trichardt. The one thing I can tell you is that the Naka Bulls have truly taken control of this game from start to finish. When the momentum was slipping away a little bit, they were able to pull it back, snatched it from the hands of Louis Trichardt at halftime. It's a big scoreline already for the Naka Bulls. They're sitting on 45 points. Louis Trichardt, unfortunately, trailing by a lot. However, when given the opportunity, they were able to score 2 tries as well. Amat, I'd love to bring you in here, your analysis of what we've seen in this first half, but also 1 or 2 players that have really shone brightly in your opinion.
First and foremost, obviously, dominant performance by Naka Bulle, putting up some good points on the board, using their forwards, using their lineouts and scrums, and very clinical. They've been using their rolling mauls. They've made it very clear they do not want the 3 points, they want the whole 7 points. And unfortunately, not the same can be said for Louis Trichardt. They've just struggled with ball in hand. They had a few moments of brilliance here and there, but things just not going according to plan for them.
It is the quarterfinal stage of the Pick and Pay Gold Cup, a celebration of club rugby. Remember, we are celebrating 150 years of club rugby in South Africa. This encounter that we're watching at the moment, the Naka Bulls are cruising nicely. They find themselves on 45 points. Louis Trichardt are on 14 points, all to play for in the second half. Stay tuned.
Can you give me the mic? Can you see?
Welcome back to the Naka Bulls home stadium. It is the quarterfinals of the Pick and Pay Gold Cup, and I've got Brian De Ploy with me, the chairman of Louis Trichardt, the team that traveled all the way from Limpopo to play the club rugby action this afternoon. Brian, how are you doing?
No, we're doing great, thanks very much. At the moment we are a bit behind on the score, but I'm sure we can turn it around, and a bit of bad defense tackles that we missed out that could have prevented the tries, but otherwise I think we're taking them on nicely in front. I think they're getting a match here today, yeah, get back in the match.
The one thing I can say about Louis Trichardt is that we saw a few big hits earlier. Is that something that you guys trained during the week, or that's just the lads showing up for the big moments because those hits were solid?
Yeah, no, that's all solid guys. I mean, most of them are farming guys from the platteland, and you know, that's a daily work. They're hard oaks out there, and they put everything in. Their hearts in the game, even if these are senior players that we're playing against and the champions at the moment from last year. But yeah, no, the guys put in solid hits, and I'm sure they're going to feel it tomorrow.
Most certainly, they'll definitely feel it tomorrow. The one thing about this competition, the Pick and Pay Gold Cup, is that this year we are celebrating 150 years of club rugby in South Africa. As the chairman of the club, I'd like for you to just tell us about Louis Trichardt and the special rugby club from Limpopo. What makes you guys so special? Because we know when we talk about club rugby in this country, Louis Trichardt is definitely one of the names that are mentioned, and it shows why you guys are in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, look, we're 105 years old this year. So the guys that's playing here is guys that actually love rugby. We're not getting paid. We can't afford to get them pay them or reimburse them for anything like that. But you know, the guys, it's been coming for years that Trichardt has been playing good, solid rugby. And I mean, Gavin Johnson comes from Louis Trichardt, previous Springbok as well. And no, there's a couple of solid guys over the years and good rugby players that we actually came through the ranks. So no, Louis Trichardt, I think we are doing well at the moment. Our club is very healthy, and we appreciate it, and we also appreciate the support from our community. Without them, we couldn't have been here. So we do appreciate all our sponsors and all that. So yeah, we appreciate it. Thanks very much.
Brian, thank you so much for joining us, and of course, wishing you all the best in the second half. Hopefully, you can come back in this big encounter. Thank you so much. Baranki. Welcome back. Second half, quarterfinal. Naka Bulls taking on Louis Trichardt, the lads from Limpopo. Looking at that first half, the home team, Naka Bulls, truly asserting their dominance, putting 45 points on the board. Louis Trichardt fought back quite nicely in the last 10 minutes of that first half, securing 14 points on the scoreboard, all to play for in this Pick and Pay Gold Cup, second half of this quarterfinal. Naka Bulls. Referee calling them back there. The one thing that we saw in this game, Amahle, is the fact that when given an opportunity, the Naka Bulls will definitely strike. One or two moments where the defensive line was broken by Louis Trichardt, but in terms of momentum, they've really shown us why they are the reigning, defending champions in this competition.
Yes, yes, definitely, Aaron. Naka Bulle has been the more clinical team today.
Hart looking for touch, finding it so easily. Just a reminder in terms of the special broadcast by the Global Sports Network, bringing you live sports every single weekend. Solid execution here. The first line out for the Naka Bulls in this second half. Big moment here. Solid rolling mole here. Gaining a little bit of a momentum. Louis Trichardt trying to fight back, but the momentum is too big. Hart perfectly positioned at the back of that mole, securing that ball, spreading it with confidence. Looking for the big hit was Louis Trichardt, unfortunately. Missing out, and guess what? There it is, the first try of the second half. Naka Bulls picking off where they left off in that first half.
Yeah, beautiful try there by Marco van der Ballen. Just taking the hit, absorbing the hit. But it does go over the line and dots it down. And it's a try for Naka Bulle. First try in the second half. And now for the extra 2 points. And now it's Hansi Graaf on the 22-meter line. Oh, and he hits it beautifully in between the post. Extra 2 points for Naka Bulle.
Naka Bulls taking full control of this game. 43 minutes in, finding themselves on 52 points. Louis Trichardt, they're trailing at the moment, only on 14 points. Those 2 tries that they were able to score towards the latter part of that second half. Reminder, this is a quarterfinal, so both teams fighting for a spot in the semi-finals next week. Naka Bulls taking their time at ruck time. Turnover ball here by Louis Trichardt. Big moment here. Can they use this opportunity? Looking for the offload. Naka Bulls pushing back, not giving them any space to breathe. Lindo, the man who had a big hit earlier on, looking for the offload and getting it for Louis Trichardt. Naka Bulls trying to fix their defensive line as that ball doesn't find the hands of a Louis Trichardt player. They pick up the scraps. They still have ball in hand, fortunately.
Good defense there by Naka Bulle, just driving Louis Trichardt back, and they're in their own 22-meter line now. Oh, beautiful. Oh, it's a break. Through the line, options. Does he have options? No, he kicks it downfield. Who's there chasing? It's the winger. Does he get there? Does he get there? Yes, he will. He collects it over the try line, and it's a try. Louis Trichardt gets their first try of the second half. Wow, what a try.
3 tries on the board for Louis Trichardt. We spoke about using your opportunities there. The number 20 being able to find that gap, gaining about 50 meters, was able to hand off a nice grubber kick picked up by number 14, Eugene, running all the way to the try line for try number 3. Louis Trichardt slowly but surely fighting their way back into this game. It's not over until it's over, they say. Amahle, Louis Trichardt possibly can come back. They do have about 34 minutes, so anything is possible. You know the story in sports. We say it's not over until it's over. It's not over until the fat lady sings.
Yes, definitely, Aaron. It's not yet over. Louis Trichardt can still crawl back into this game.
Vital 2 points here. These are the moments that matter. Big moments require big players. Fourie taking his time. All the work that he's put in midweek. These are the moments where it counts. Really taking his time, Fourie here. Going through his processes. Unfortunately, that one not going according to plan, but all is well. They've secured their third try in this game. We're 47 minutes in. Naka Bulls cruising nicely on 52 points. Louis Trichardt fighting their way back. They're on 19 points. The one thing that I love about this competition, the Pick and Pay Gold Cup, is that it tells a story of grassroots development. We heard earlier from Brian, the chairman of Louis Trichardt, talking about the passion that these lads are playing with, and we're seeing that this afternoon. But the question is, can they book their spot into the semi-finals? As we see a great take there by Louis Trichardt. Looking for turnover ball here. They get the turnover as well, are the Naka Bulls. Gaining a few meters here was Venter for the Naka Bulls. Hart spreads that ball. They big man, they hooker. Christoph running straight into contact, not being shy. Hart choosing to go to his right. We spoke about this man earlier on in this game. The man with quick feet. Hey.
Beautiful try there by OJ Osonko. Started by that man, Jack Hart.
Referee calling us back, calming us down. OJ being denied a try there. Even I got excited, Amash. I thought that was a try. Referee calling them back for a penalty for the Naka Bulls. Offside was the call there. Big moment here for the Naka Bulls. Big hit! Ho ho! Oh no! Hot potato not being able to hold on to the ball. Are the Naka Bulls, as we saw a knock on there. These are the moments that count. But Louis Trichardt, they'll be breathing a sigh of relief there. Truly, truly feeling the pressure in that moment there. Naka Bulls will be scratching their head. Firstly, it's a try that was denied. Then, unfortunately, not being able to find the man in terms of that pass. Big scrum here for Louis Trichardt. They're about 5 meters away from their try line. They'll be looking to defend it. They'll be looking to protect it. Fourie, possibly a quick feed. Then an easy exit.
And the big boys doing the work there from Louis Trichardt, winning the penalty for Louis Trichardt in their own 5-meter line. And now they'll look possibly to kick for touch.
Louis Trichardt. Nice and easy touch finder here. Amahle almost gathering that ball there. You should have caught that ball, my boy. It came right at you. We're a part of the action right in the commentary booth. That ball just finding us right here. It's always so good to be right on the touchline, being a part of the action. As we see this line-out opportunity here for Louis Trichardt. They'll be looking for good execution. They were a little bit shaky in terms of line-out execution in that first half. They'll be looking to improve that in the second half. We know that line-out scrums, vital set pieces that can truly change the tempo and the picture of the game. Solid execution of that line-out. Louis Trichardt spreading that ball with confidence. Looking for yet another big hit is Louis Trichardt. Fortunately being held up by the Naka Bulls. Using The width of the field is Louis Trichardt. Naka Bulls applying pressure, not allowing Louis Trichardt to play their brand of fast running rugby, playing an incredibly high defensive line. Graaf secures that ball, spreads that ball to Ethan Williams, the man with quick feet, being pushed back. Graaf, great offload. Christopher running into space. There it is. More of the same from JJ. Try number 4 for him, adding more and more to their tally. You can't stop this man. We spoke about last week, we said they were able to put 66 points on the scoreboard. Guess what? With every round of this competition, they are getting better and better and adding more points, Samahle.
Yeah, again, JJ Mutlodi, Naka just using their wingers there, letting the big boys hit up, and then spaces opening up, and then playing their wingers. And then it's again JJ Mutlodi getting his 4th try of the game.
Now, one area where the Naka Bulls will want to improve heading into the semi-final, if they possibly get there, if we don't see a comeback from Louis Trichardt, is definitely their kicking off the kicking tee. Graaf has been a little bit frustrated this afternoon. Things not necessarily going according to plan, but he's got time. He's got time to fix that. We still have about 27 minutes left in this encounter. Naka Bulls cruising nicely. They're on 57 points. Louis Trichardt, they're on 19 points. When you look at the dynamic of this game, yes, the Naka Bulls are definitely dominating, controlling the game. But we also know that they are the reigning defending champions, so truly showing off their class this afternoon.
Yeah, the game slowly slipping away from Louis Trichardt. They're going to need a miracle now in order to get back into this game.
As we see the restart here by Louis Trichardt, OJ gathers the ball so nicely for the Naka Bulls. He's been such a great player for the Naka Bulls in the last 2 games as they continue to spread that ball with confidence, looking for the gap, asking questions. Advantage being given to the Naka Bulls. Graaf spreading that ball. Offload to OJ, pushing men out his way. Big hit as well. Besides fast feet, this man will definitely flatten you like a pancake. Big strong carry here by the Naka Bulls. Venter with a great carry. Spreading that ball to the 8th man, Potgieter. Hart giving that ball. Nice and easy. Does it for the Naka Bulls. I mean, JJ choosing not to be selfish, sharing the spoils this afternoon. He says, it's okay, Ethan Williams. I've already got 4 tries in this encounter. I'll give this one to you. Nice and easy offload. Seeing great sportsmanship from JJ. Ethan Williams securing his first try of the game.
Yeah, very generous there by JJ Mutlodi. He could have got his 5th try, but he saw his player there, Ethan Williams, and he gave him one.
We call it a team sport, the beauty of rugby. You know, so often in those moments, you would think that JJ would hold on to it, but what a generous gesture there. Handing over the ball there to his teammate, Ethan Williams, a man who's also played quite well in this encounter as well. I mean, last week, we saw Sasha Feinberg and Ngomezulu telling Kanan Moody, relax, I've got this. On this occasion, JJ handing the ball to his teammate, Ethan Williams. Absolutely beautiful. Just a reminder that this quarterfinal, we are celebrating 150 years of club rugby with this Pick and Pay Gold Cup. OJ chasing down the ball here for the Naka Bulls. Free. Looking for touch. Naka Bulls looking to play the ball quickly. Referee calming them down quite nicely. Pressure being applied here. Amahle. The reigning defending champions taking full control of this game. However, we know that their coach, he'll be keeping one eye on the semi-final already, thinking about what are the areas that we need to focus on heading into that semi-final. Possibly any areas that you might have identified?
Definitely kicking game, ball on hand, kicking for poles, because sometimes games get very tight and the extra 1 or 2 points means everything. So if they can definitely improve on that kicking for poles, they're good to go for the next game.
Great line-out execution here by the Naka Bulls, executing it beautifully, spreading that ball with confidence, moving the ball to the left and then the right. Ethan Williams, the man who scored the try, offload to OJ. He's had a few big hits in this game. Big moment here for the Naka Bulls. Strong carry by Bosov. Oh, slippery ball there. Even though it's bone dry out here in Pretoria. Unfortunately, their 8th man, Potgieter, not being able to hold on to that ball. About 60 minutes into this encounter, Naka Bulls cruising nicely. They're on 64 points. Louis Trichardt, they find themselves on 19 points. Simple decision here for the Naka Bulls. We spoke about intention in that first half. Yet again, the Naka Bulls showing us that they don't want easy penalties when they get 3 points on the board. They want the full house. They want 7 points. Solid execution yet again. Solid rolling maul. More of the same. Textbook stuff. Copy and paste by the Naka Bulls. From line out to rolling maul to try time.
Yeah, that line out has definitely worked beautifully for them. Naka Bulle scored a couple of tries from the line out and just letting the big boys do all the work.
You talk about the big boys here for the Naka Bulls. Players like Rowan, Christoph. They've been phenomenal in terms of just marshalling that forward pack at scrum time. They've been rock solid. But also in open play, they've also showcased their physicality as well, being able to carry the ball well and finding those gaps for their fast men, like an OJ on the right wing, like a JJ on the left wing, as we see 2 points being added here for the Naka Bulls. "60 minutes into this encounter, it's all to play for. Another big hit here by the Naka Bulls. They've got ball in hand, controlling the tempo of the game yet again. The ball being spread to that right-hand side of the field. Graaf, great combination play by Graaf, as well as Van der Westhuizen. Pardon me, and Hart. What a simple try being executed. Simply more of the same. That right-hand side being such a vital part of the Naka Bulls game. Great combination play there by Graaf. Yes, he hasn't been perfect off the kicking tee, but he's done so well for the Naka Bulls in terms of being a general in that back line. But the combination, Amahle, between Hart as well as Graaf has been brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. Naka just going back to the basics there, letting the ball do the work, spreading the ball to the wings. And just as we see though, there, Jack Hart breaking through the gap, and he scored a try.
It is the quarterfinals of the Pick and Pay Gold Cup. As we know, we are celebrating 150 years of club rugby in South Africa. What's really cool about this tournament is there's currently a trophy tour that's taking place across the country, meaning that if you love club rugby and you want to get a selfie with that trophy, make sure that you go to the SA Rugby website and you can find out where that trophy will be this afternoon or possibly next week as well. As we see a quick restart here, Naka Bulls securing the ball, taking their time at ruck time. Potgieter with ball in hand, looking for the gap. Trichardt applying pressure with the high defensive line. Naka Bulle finding the gap, looking to run into space.
Oh, and it's Ethan Williams. Ethan Williams now looking for his inside man. No, show and go. He will take it himself. Second try of the game. Ethan Williams, the fullback. Beautiful rugby by Naka Bulle.
I thought Ethan Williams would be generous there. I mean, he's not handing over any tries this afternoon. He's got one earlier. I thought he might hand that one over, just like we saw JJ do for him, but keeping that one for himself. Nothing wrong with that, Ethan Williams. He's having a great day as well, playing in that fullback position, really showcasing that fast running rugby is the name of the game. Naka Bulls, they've brought the physicality and they've brought the speed to this game, reminding us why they are reigning, defending champions, basically at this stage with 1 foot already in that semi-final that will be played next week in this Pick and Pay Gold Cup.
Oh, Ethan Williams just drifts to the left. Unfortunate for him there. Getting the 5 points but not adding the extra 2.
We're 63 minutes into this encounter. Right here at the Naka Bulls Rugby Stadium. Naka Bulls cruising nicely. Some would say they're already asking for their visas, getting things ready for the semi-finals. They're on 83 points. Trichardt, unfortunately, having a tough afternoon, not necessarily being able to convert all their opportunities. They're on 19 points.
Oh, not collected there by Naka Bulle. Trichardt collecting the ball. Now ruck is formed. And now the scrum half looking for quick ball, not able to get it out quickly. Plays it to his fly off there. Nice inside ball to the 13. Nice big hit on the 13 there.
Farid taking his time at ruck time, looking to spread that ball. These are the moments that count for players like Vermeulen. From Trichardt, looking for the turnover ball here are the Naka Bulls. Looking for the gap, asking questions is Trichardt. Solid defensive structures here by the Naka Bulls. Pushing the man out his way. Unfortunately, not being able to hold on to the ball. Penalty going the way of the Naka Bulls. Great physicality throughout this encounter, Amahle.
Yeah, now what a physical game this is. Club rugby, SA Club rugby at its best. Both teams going head to head against each other. Some big heads, some big boys out there on the field today.
You talk about these two solid teams going head to head. The one thing that we can say about the scrums that we've seen this afternoon is that the Naka Bulls have really taken charge, asserted their dominance. They've shown us that, yes, their backline can score tries, but in terms of the forward pack, they can definitely deliver when it comes to their scrums as well.
Yeah, definitely good scrumming by that front three of Naka Bulle.
Scrum opportunity here. Unfortunately, penalty being given to Trichardt as they choose to run the ball into contact. Looking for the gap is their number 12. Asking questions, advantage being given to Trichardt. Ethan Williams got a little bit excited there, referee calling them back. An opportunity here. We talk about Louis Trichardt not necessarily having a lot of points on the board. 19 points, not bad, but when you're playing against a team like the Naka Bulls, you have to be scoring more points, or at least be a lot more solid in terms of your defense. A question to you, Amahle, in this situation right here, if they do have someone that has range, 3 points could be an easy option here. You know, just get a little bit of momentum, ensure that the scoreboard is always ticking. When you look at this game so far, they've really fell behind, and momentum is such an important part of the game as well.
Yeah, definitely an opportunity to go for 3 points here, but it looks like they will not. They'll kick for touch and try and go for a line out.
I mean, when you're trailing by so many points, you've got nothing to lose. You might as well just go for all 7 points. Why go for 3 when you can go for 7? That's the name of the game for Louis Trichardt. Shaky execution yet again. Naka Bulls getting a hand in there. That ball then rolling into touch. Big moments here for Louis Trichardt. Can they use this line out? Possibly form a nice rolling maul. Use it as a weapon to score another try, which is much needed for the man from Limpopo. Advantage being given to Louis Trichardt. Looking for the gap right through the middle is Louis Trichardt. Referee calling them back for that knock on. Scrum will be formed. We talk about big games requiring big players. Players now from Louis Trichardt, David, Werner, Lindo. These are the moments where you put up your hand. These are the moments where you assert yourself in the game. 12 minutes left in this encounter. One try could change so much for Louis Trichardt. These are the moments, Amahle. Big scrum opportunity here. Referee telling them to stay up. Big scrum here by the Naka Bulls. Unfortunately, ill discipline letting them down there. Louis Trichardt with ball in hand, knocking on the door of opportunity, looking for another try. Fourie spreads the ball, unfortunately not going to hand. Referee calling them back. Quick tap and run here. Naka Bulls pushing back, not allowing Louis Trichardt to bully them.
Yeah, solid defense there by Naka. Great Wall of China.
Looking strong here are the Naka Bulls. Louis Trichardt asking questions, looking to use their physicality to muscle their way to that try line. Big hit, pushing back are the Naka Bulls. Wasted opportunity by Louis Trichardt. Naka Bulls coming away with that penalty. In a situation like that, one would say spread the ball, Amahle. As the Naka Bulls finds touch, alleviating the pressure on their defense. Interesting decision there by Louis Trichardt, choosing to go for hit after hit, trusting their physicality. An alternative option would have been to spread the ball, give the ball a little bit of width, find the gaps. Unfortunately, that one not going according to plan. Naka Bulls with ball in hand, spreading that ball to JJ yet again. That man taking his time, running straight into contact. Simple offload not going to hand by Hart. Very, very interesting decisions here by the Naka Bulls. One would say that when you're leading the game, you play with a different flair, different confidence, but interesting decisions being made by JJ.
JJ Mutozi.
Choosing to go into the middle of the field there where he could simply have gone and ran straight for the corner there. But maybe he was looking to share a few tries. I don't know. This is a generous man. We saw him giving Ethan Williams a try earlier on.
Yeah, definitely generous man. Maybe he was looking for one or two of his own players there on the inside.
We should call him Father Christmas. You know, Christmas in October. This man is handing out free tries. He's already scored 4. He's like, gents, might as well everyone in the team get a try for themselves.
It's an early Christmas present.
Early Christmas presents in the quarter-final of this Pick and Pay Gold Cup. 9 minutes remain in this encounter. Naka Bulls looking for yet another try. Calling for the ball here. The one thing I can tell you is this quarter-final weekend, we're celebrating 150 years of club rugby in South Africa. That line out not going according to plan for the Naka Bulls. Louis Trichardt coming away with the ball, choosing to run the ball out of their territory. Advantage being given to Louis Trichardt. Not rolling away are the Naka Bulls. Running straight into contact. Asking questions. Taking their time at ruck time is Louis Trichardt. Potgieter getting involved there for the Naka Bulls. Big moment here for Louis Trichardt. They're looking for the gaps. High defensive line from the Naka Bulls. Louis Trichardt have got the ball within their territory. It feels like they're moving backwards. It's almost like the Naka Bulls are suffocating them, even though they've got the ball in hand.
Yeah, definitely. Great defense by Naka Bulle. Louis Trichardt just struggling to break through the defense. Naka Bulle just making the big hits, driving them back into their own half.
Penalty being given to Louis Trichardt, pardon me. 7 minutes left in this encounter. Naka Bulls find themselves on 83 points. 19 points to Louis Trichardt as we see the offload to Ethan Williams. Another big hit here. Spreading that ball are the Naka Bulls.
Oh,
Gaining a
Tainsville
few
Mayman.
meters is the 16th man. Spreading that ball, unfortunately not going to hand. OJ, he's eyeing the try line. Looking for a try of his own in this game. He's had a few big moments. We saw 1 or 2 great steps earlier on, as well as a big hit. You'll see that one in the highlight reel after the game. But OJ being so key and vital to this team that has really controlled this game. The Naka Bulls, the Naka Bulle, soos ons sê hier so in Pretoria. Six minutes left in this quarterfinal. Remember that all the teams that are playing in this quarterfinal, or in this quarterfinals, pardon me, of the Pick and Pay Gold Cup, are playing for a place in the semi-finals that will be played next week. 6 teams that have won this competition before are in the quarterfinals this weekend. As you can see on display this afternoon, right here at the Naka Bulls Rugby Stadium, the reigning defending champions, reminding us why they won this competition last year. Can they make it back to back in this tournament? That's the big question. Given the rugby we've seen last week where they beat Safqual United with a massive 66 to 8 point scoreline, the answer then was yes. looking at what we're seeing right here against Louis Trichardt, the answer is yes. If you ask the question, can they defend it? If you're a fan, one thing I can tell you is that it's a yes and another yes. But the semi-finals could be a different story next week. Stay tuned to the Global Sports Network, where we will bring you that action live. Line-out opportunity here for Louis Trichardt. Great interception here by the Naka Bulls. Stealing that one. Using their physicality yet again. Taking their time at ruck time.
Yeah, Naka Bulle now just going through the phases. Playing with their big boys, front ball. Oh, it's Stanville Mayman for the line. Does he get there? No. He's called short by the ref. And now it's Trichardt looking for quick ball. Oh no, looked like he might have knocked it on. Now penalty going the way of Louis Trichardt. Great defense by the boys from Louis Trichardt.
This will be a big scrum for both teams. On the one hand, Louis Trichardt looking to protect their try line. The Naka Bulls looking to add more points to their tally. They're already on 83 points. Looking to move up to possibly, one could say, 88 points. Maybe get the conversion as well. Make it 90 points. Huge scrum here for both teams. 5 minutes left in this encounter, the quarterfinal of the Pick and Pay Gold Cup. Scrum collapsing there, unfortunately. Referee will get in there.
And now Louis Trichardt under pressure with the scrum in their own 5-meter line. Naka Bulle is going to be bringing the pressure right to them.
They say big moments require big players. Scrum time yet again. Both teams have to make this count. Louis Trichardt in trouble deep within their territory. Naka Bulls eyeing yet another try. Free looking for the quick feed for Louis Trichardt. Big scrum for the Naka Bulls. Louis Trichardt center choosing to run the ball outside of his territory. Naka Bulls applying pressure. That ball being held up. Louis Trichardt still with ball in hand. Looking to spread that ball. Another big hit. Louis Trichardt have brought their big men who are delivering big hits this afternoon. Still, however, though, deep within their territory. Fortunately, securing the penalty there. Louis Trichardt. They'll be breathing a sigh of relief.
Good touch finder there by Louis Trichardt.
3 minutes into this encounter. Naka Bulls smiling from ear to ear with 1 foot already in the semi-final of this competition. Supporters getting behind their team. Smiling from ear to ear. All the Naka Bull supporters. Great execution of the line out by Louis Trichardt. Relying on their big men, looking to find gaps. Break this defensive line. Great touches here by Louis Trichardt. Taking their time at ruck time. Spreading that ball. Naka Bulls applying tons of pressure here. Even though Louis Trichardt have got ball in hand. Naka Bulls suffocating them. Almost pushing them backwards.
Yeah, phenomenal
Gaining
defense.
more and more territory even though they don't have the ball.
Yeah, phenomenal defense there by Naka Bulle. Just pushing them back, putting on the pressure.
Naka Bulls looking for turnover ball here. Louis Trichardt still with ball in hand.
Louis Trichardt just running out of options now. They've played the forwards, but they're not gaining any meters. They're just getting driven back.
Choosing to spread the ball here. Possibly getting their wings involved. Vermeulen. Strong carry there by him. Fourie. Looking for more options is Louis Trichardt. Quite interesting to see a team with the ball in hand moving backwards. But it shows that high defensive line is working quite well by the Naka Bulls. We are seeing two men on the ground at the moment. We are about 80 minutes into this encounter. So fatigue, those cramps, hammies, calves, they'll be playing a factor here. As you see the medical staff running onto the field, just helping the players get onto their feet. Also seeing some of the lads from the Naka Bulls stretching out those calves. 80 minutes of action. They're feeling it. Of course, we know that the teams have had a short preseason, but game fitness will be a little bit of a question mark. They have now played about 160 minutes of rugby, both these teams, in this competition so far. Their match fitness is looking much better. Conditioning looking much stronger than what we saw last week. But still a little bit shaky as we see a few sore bodies. Big hit yet again from David. Seems like the calls are going the way of the Naka Bulls. You can hear the supporters cheering with confidence in the stands. What a touch finder. Can hear his teammates calling him Jackie, giving him all the praise.
Yeah, educated boot there by Jack Hart.
Great execution of the line out here. Could we see more of the same? They've been brilliant with their rolling moles. They've scored about 2 tries already in this encounter from their rolling moles, and this position, yet again, copy and paste. Don't change a system that's working for you. Naka Bulls showing us exactly how to use a line out as a weapon, then go into the rolling mole, and then score a try. Unfortunately, missing out on that conversion that was taken quite quickly there. Big scoreline here in Pretoria. Naka Bulls ensuring that they book their place in the semi-final that will be played in this Pick and Pay Gold Cup. 81 minutes on the board. This game will be wrapping up quite shortly. Naka Bulls, they're on 88 points. Louis Trichardt, they've had a tough afternoon. They're on 19 points. OJ, the man with the ball in hand for the Naka Bulls. Hart. Unfortunately, that ball being knocked on there by the Naka Bulls. Louis Trichardt will be very happy about that. They haven't had a lot of opportunities in this game as the referee brings it to the end. This quarterfinal going the way of the home team. Naka Bulls reminding us why they are the reigning, defending champions in this competition. Completely dismantling Louis Trichardt, the man who drove all the way from Limpopo. But it wasn't their day. 88 points on the scoreboard for the Naka Bulls. Louis Trichardt having a humble 19 points on the board. Tough day out, Amahle.
Yeah, phenomenal day from both teams. Credit to Naka Bulle. What a dominant performance by them. Also credit to Trichardt. They came here and then they played brilliant rugby. Unfortunately, the game not going to their side, but they came here, they played brilliant rugby. They showed some big hits, and yeah.
You talk about the big hits there. We have to highlight the fact that fans, supporters need to remain glued to their screens for the highlight package, because we had quite a few big hits as well. Players like Lindo from Trichardt, OJ as well from the Naka Bulls, getting in a few big hits as well. When you look at the dynamic of how this game planned out, it was the Naka Bulls that really controlled the game from start to finish. Early on, we spoke about that first stanza, the first 20 minutes of this game. That's where they were able to score 4 quick tries, really asserting their dominance in this encounter. When you look at the complexion of this game, where did the Trichardt team actually lose this game? Where did it slip away?
Definitely set piece. Trichardt, they tried kicking for touch. Lineouts not going according to their way. The scrums not going to their side. So definitely their set pieces were not on point today. But definitely they showed great defense. They showed great attack. But definitely if they can work on their set piece, their team not to be reckoned with.
In terms of some of the star players that we saw this afternoon, one would argue, we can give out a man of the match accolade in terms of the commentary team. Definitely JJ, the man who handled his business this afternoon. Besides the fact that he scored 4 tries, we have to also celebrate the fact that great sportsmanship as well, also giving his teammates an opportunity to become a part of the game, handing over the ball to a player like Ethan Williams, allowing him to score his first try of the game. That try then gave him confidence to score a try of his own. But definitely the winger, the man with the number 11 on his back, JJ, being my man of the match this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely JJ Mutlori, player with a big heart. He plays with a big heart, very phenomenal, very fast, very quick. Definitely well deserved from him.
Well-deserved man of the match. When you look at the dynamic of this competition so far this weekend, it is the quarter-final stage. Next week we move on to the semi-finals. Naka Bulls, the Naka Bulle as we call them right here in Pretoria, putting 88 points on the board, breaking down Trichardt. They were only able to score 19 points. Of course, just a reminder, there is a trophy tour taking place across South Africa. If you want to take a selfie with that trophy, make sure that you go to your nearest Pick and Pay. Check the SA Rugby website to find out when that trophy will be on display at a Pick and Pay close to you. Also, we are celebrating 150 years of club rugby in this country, giving an opportunity to young talent to ensure that they showcase their skills as well. This is a special broadcast by the Global Sports Network. We're focused on bringing you live sports, showing these passionate rugby players, giving them a platform as well. In terms of some of our special sponsors that are supporting us with these broadcasts, we've got Sim Control. They are our data sponsor as well. In terms of our sports clothing sponsor, that is G Sportswear. And then we've got ID Consulting. There are IT consultants as well. And then we've got Decro. They are the painting company that is sponsoring this competition as well. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Stay tuned. We will be hearing from the captains as well as the coaches shortly. We have full time right here at the Naka Bulls, Naka Bulle home stadium, securing their spot in the semi-finals, beating Trichardt with a massive 88 to 19 point scoreline. We've got the skipper here of the home team, the Naka Bulls, Ron. He joins me this afternoon after the game. Ron, fantastic outing out there.
Yeah, it was tough. We knew Trichardt not going to be an easy one. We knew they're going to come guns blazing. Hats off to them. They're not a bad side from. We played them in the first beginning of the year, and where they are now is a huge difference. We told ourselves it's 5 finals because it's 5 games. So 2 stepping stones is done. There's 3 finals left. So each game is a final. You lose, you're out. So that's part of a final system. If you want to win the cup, you have to win the best, and you have to show why you are the best.
In terms of this game, we saw you guys asserting your dominance quite early. Is that something that you guys focus on midweek to ensure that you get tries on the board early on so that the rest of the game becomes a little bit easier? Because we saw Trichardt coming back into the game as well towards the end of that first half.
Yeah, I think we pride ourselves in what we're good in. Like, what is your DNA? Our DNA is how we play. It's like scrum, more attacking type of style rugby, carrying the ball over the advantage line. So that's what our DNA that we're playing for, and we've got a special group of guys here that we are playing for. So yeah, we're playing for each other, and what is your why? Is your family that's coming every Saturday. Yeah.
In terms of the why, you talk about the why. For most players, it will be their family coming to support them, as you've just mentioned. But for you as a reigning, defending champion, captaining this team, is there an additional sense of pressure every single time you take to the field, because you know that there's a massive target on your back? Every single team in this competition definitely wants to beat you.
Yeah, I think we are two-time defending champions of the Gold Cup. So if somebody wins you, they have the bragging rights they are the best in South Africa because they've beaten the best in South Africa. So yeah, that's why I said every game is a final. You have to prove yourself, and they have to prove themselves against the best in South Africa. So yeah, but it's 3 games left. It's not going to be easy. So yeah.
Wishing you all the best. Thank you so much for joining us, Ron, and well done on the victory this afternoon. As we bring in the coach here for the Naka Bulls. Coach, thank you so much for joining us. Quite a brilliant outing this afternoon. We spoke about it last week. We said that the Naka Bulls are a team that can definitely score a lot of points. 66 points last week, 88 points this week. Are you still not happy with the team? Because I know that last week you said there's room for improvement. Is there still room for the improvement as we look at the semi-final?
Yes, definitely. I can be very unfair to the players, but I mean, you saw yourself. I think it's about 4 tries, easy tries we should have scored, and we didn't do it. So that makes us hungry for next week. I think we defended well, but we gave them 3 easy tries, in my opinion.
You talk about 3 easy tries not being converted. I'd like to shine a spotlight on the tries that were converted. Your wing play was absolutely beautiful. You look at a player like JJ, who was able to score 4 tries as well. On the other wing, you look at a player like OJ. He was absolutely brilliant. Is that a big part of your game? Because I know that physicality, yes, that's a big part of the game, but the wing play this afternoon was brilliant.
Yeah, I think they get to put the cherry on the top, you know. So most of the time it comes from the guys that's in the front. We carried well. We did some good stuff. But yes, we like to send the ball to the quick guys.
Quick guys, I want to highlight one thing that JJ actually did, and I'm sure you saw it, Coach. And I think it speaks to the identity of this team. There was an opportunity for him to score a 5th try, and he simply just handed the ball over to Ethan Williams. Is that the sportsmanship that you cultivate within the squad, that the players are playing for each other, and even in the big moments, because we know sometimes players, they want to get all of the tries, but just being able to hand it over to a teammate is something that's also quite special?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's where the Naka brothers thing comes from. So give it to your brother and not to be selfish. So yeah, it speaks of JJ's character as well.
In terms of that semi-final, yes, the quarterfinals are out the way. Last week also securing the victory. One would say that the reigning defending champions, they've got all the momentum heading into the semi-final. Are you confident? Is there anything that you would like to fix ahead of that semi-final?
Well, let's first see what happens there at the Volva. Because whichever team wins there, because we know the Volva very well, they're a quality team. So if they get beaten, that team must be very good. So not going in with confidence. Not going in with arrogance. We've got some good stuff that we did today, but we know what the reality is.
Coach, thank you so much for joining us. Brilliant game yet again. We'll see you next week in the semi-final. That's how we wrap it up right here at the Naka Bulls home stadium. The Naka Bulls booking their spot in the semi-final next week, beating Trichardt 88 points to just 19 points, reminding us why they are the reigning defending champions. The question is, can they defend their title? I would love for you to join us next week as we head on to the semi-finals. But of course, remember, this weekend is a celebration of 150 years of club rugby in South Africa. The action comes to you live through the Global Sports Network, where we are passionate about showcasing the talent from these young rugby players. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week.